Today we are showing you how to make the easiest crock-pot recipe. You asked for it and we're delivering because we don't actually use crock-pots all that often, but I was just on this yoga retreat and we made it and I was blown away by how easy it is. And it's one of those things that you just throw whatever you have lying around, granola wise, into the pot and just let it go. Yeah. So
it's amazing.
What you need is it's all gonna be on low, but we're putting in anywhere from 2 to 3 cups of coconut flakes.
All right, here, I'll take this.
Thank you. 2 to 3 cups of cashews. And again, these are just your favorite nuts and seeds.
This looks actually totally paleo, if you're asking me.
It is paleo. Ooh. This is,
so it's grain-free.
Yeah, this is like 1.5 cups of pecans. All the nuts, like aside from like your main, like the bulk of it is going to be the coconut flakes and then cashews. But if you like almonds better than cashews, do more almonds. I mean, again, yeah, this is tailored to your preference. And if you follow ours, I think you're going to like it too. These are almonds.
Okay, now are these dry roasted or are these raw?
Dry roasted or raw works.
Okay,
just
great.
Don't do salted because salted might, it just, I don't know, sometimes it can be a little too salty.
And I prefer the raw because they haven't been sitting on the shelf and already roasted too. Yeah. So that's my
And if you
preference.
have the time, soaking them in water overnight and sprouting them is even more nutritional benefit for you.
That's awesome.
Some sunflower seeds, and then this is what we absolutely loved. Our dear friend Alyssa, Simply Quinoa, has inspired us to add quinoa flakes in here instead of traditional oats, what you would put in granola.
Because oats don't necessarily work in my belly, so I love these flakes.
And if you don't want, this can be totally replaced by another nut, like macadamia nuts, hazelnuts. If you want to leave it completely grain-free.
Yeah, it doesn't change it. It doesn't change the taste
at all. And so we're just going to put these quinoa flakes in here. I have some Zanti currants, because again, I was trying to make this completely clean so I could eat it while I'm cleansing.
Awesome. But you can totally use raisins, dried apricots.
Cranberries is what we did, which were so good. Ooh. Cherries is also really
and dried blueberries. They have dried blueberries too.
I will say the dried blueberries become little rocks because they're so tiny, and then when you cook them more, they just get really hard. So maybe add those in at the end. Yes. We have some chia seeds.
Okay.
Cinnamon. And then before I add the liquids, I just want to mix this all up.
This crock pot, you guys, I've had this, I think since I've been married, so like 30 some years, almost 40 years. But it's been a pretty good crock pot.
This crock pot is older than me.
That's right. But it works, so it's a good thing.
No, it's great. And that depends, because this is an older crock pot, we leave this on for about anywhere from 3 to 5 hours, depending on how crisp or toasted you like your granola.
Wow, it already is starting to smell really delicious.
I mean, this you can just leave as is as a little muesli.
Oh, totally.
Which is really wonderful. Okay. But we're gonna add about 1 cup or 1.5 cups of melted coconut oil. Yum. This is to get it all nice and glistening. Some vanilla extract.
That's a tablespoon, I think you said.
Yes, and I mean, up to your preference. Okay. I've also used vanilla powder, which is really great. And then if you wanted to make this completely clean while you're cleansing, you can use this coconut nectar. Really great alternative to honey
or brown sugar,
maple syrup. Okay. I like the kind of liquid sweeteners is what I would say for here.
All right. But if you had
just a little to coat.
If you only had some brown sugar, that would work.
Totally. Pegs is saying it could work. I haven't tried it, but she has. And then we're gonna add a little honey.
You're gonna need this to capture it.
Yes.
This honey we get at our farmer's market, it's raw and it's sage and it is delicious.
Sage honey is our favorite. I also really enjoy wildflower honey.
Or orange blossom.
Orange blossom. I've had mango before though, and the mango, like, was so pungent. Like, you definitely tasted mango in whatever you were eating.
All of them. You know, the bees, that's what they do. They go to, those are the flowers, and they actually permeate into their honey what it is we're tasting.
This is looking so good, guys. So you want it to just be nicely coated, because if it's too damp, it won't get that nice crunch. And this is looking nice and good.
That's awesome, eggs. Okay, so I'm gonna
Yes.
take this.
So again, we're just turning this on to low, covering it, and then every so often we'll stir it.
Right.
This is something that you can just make ahead and leave on the counter. So granola is looking so good. And you can tell it's done because this golden brown color is even through the entire pot.
That's amazing. When you first made this, Megan, I was shocked. She was gonna say, Mom, it's gonna get golden brown. And I'm like, really?
Everyone was saying no, everyone doubted me, but then when this was finished and my dad and Annie, my sisters came by, they were all picking from it, being like, the smell just permeates whatever room you are in.
Yeah.
So this is done, and you can store it in glass containers, or it is ready to eat with some fresh almond milk. We have a recipe for that. We can link
Almond milk
in our description.
And then we also love it with granola with yogurt.
Yes.
And then yogurt's really great. And of course you have so many different kinds of yogurts, you guys.
And then you can top it with different berries,
Oh.
all sorts of things.
And today we're gonna just put our favorite, is this hemp milk I think you've got for us?
Yes.
Little hemp milk on it.
So tasty. So for this full recipe, you can go to currygirlskitchen.com. If you don't subscribe to our YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe, so every Wednesday you get delicious recipes just like this in your mailbox. You can also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all of the places. So get social with us and let us know what you think of this granola.
Oh man, Megan, I had no idea that this granola would taste as delicious and grain-free.